Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Lady K Chat podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and I'm so excited to tell you about today's show. But first, I just want to thank you and welcome you for joining me. And today's show is called Brutality. And Brutality is about women who fall pretty much victim dating men who have mental health issues. As we know in this country, mental health is on a rise. And ladies, as we know, it is not healthy to deal with a man who is not willing to deal with his own issues and insecurities. So please tune in at 6 p.m. today to hear the insightful information on what happens when you stay in a toxic relationship. I'll see you soon.
Lady K.
The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into this episode of Brutality. And today, ladies, I would like to just give an education on dating and mental health. I really want to stress the fact that when you're dating, yes, I think it's great that you might be in love and you like the person and you know, everything is going great. But honestly, really, ladies, we have to check for the signs. We have to make sure that their mental health is intact, because if not, then we end up paying the price, and then we end up having kids with these type of people. Then the kids have to pay the price. If you can know the signs early, or if you can take notice and key of some of his habits that he is entailing, then this will definitely help the fact. And I kind of just want to give you an idea of what it looks like when you don't pay attention. And I want to tell you a little bit about a young lady who was involved with a man. She was actually pregnant with a second child, and what he did. So long story short, the woman and her man, they got into an altercation. And when they got into an altercation, he tried to literally stab her. She was able to run away for her dear life, which was great, and she ended up in the hospital. But I don't know how this part happened. This is interesting, but I think what he was doing was speeding. He was speeding on the highway. His car turned over. A man tried to help him and help his baby get out the car. The man stabbed the man, took his baby, and tossed her over the edge of a cliff before fleeing the scene. The child was pronounced dead immediately. And as I read this story, and I'm sure as you're hearing the story, all you can say is, wow. I'm not sure if she did her history on him, but studies did show he was convicted in 1995 of sexual penetration to a victim by using a foreign object by force, and then he was released 2 years later in 1997. Ladies, with all the technology that's out today, I definitely commend you, and I stress and urge you to please do your diligence and please do background checks, because people may smile in your face. They may seem nice. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. He's buying me this. But then he turns out to be a psycho. And like I just said, she produced one baby with him, and now the other baby's in her belly. Yes, he was captured. Yes, he is on hold. He has no bail at this time, thank God. But again, I think situations like that can be avoided. And at the same time, too, they know how to choose their victims. They know how to select the quiet, naive ones that don't know much, that's some uneducated in some ways, but they're so desperate just to have someone in their life because they never got to see an example of what a good man entails. And in some cases, you can also misidentify because you think it's great and it's not really great. And this is why I'm going to stress the fact that you need to take your time and don't rush into these type of relationships. So long story short, I understand that you desire love, you desire companionship, you want a family, you want to build. But again, we have to do that with the right person. So we have to pay attention to the signs. And I'm pretty sure when we do go through hard things like this, when we go through hard endeavors, that's like a rude awakening. And in some cases, some people don't even want to be bothered. And I completely understand. I do not blame you. I really don't. Because it's even though you want it at the end of the day, but you want to be precautious how you go about it. An innocent baby, 1 year old, tossed off the cliff. Who does that? A monster. How can a man do that to his own child? That's crazy. I'm sorry, ladies. I think you need to see your man when he gets mad. Because you need to ask yourself, is that something that you can deal with and tolerate? And is he too off the top when he gets that way? I think it's really healthy to know you need to see when that person get mad. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think you should be in a relationship with someone that you never saw them got that mad because you don't know how far they can go. You just never know sometimes. You got to stay guarded up and you got to stay prayed up. And that's another thing too. You got to ask God for discernment. Even sometimes like I said, we get excited and we miss the small things. No, let's not do that anymore. Let's be smart and wise about it so we don't have to go through these circumstances. We don't have to go through these situations. We try to bring down a domestic violence situation. Put these predators behind bars. I want to say something else, but I'm going to keep it nice and fresh. But ladies, I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you was able to gain something from it. Keep your eyes open. Pay attention. Ask God for discernment. And just play it smart. So you have a great night and continue to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Lady K Chat and on my website at www.ladykkenterprisesinc.com. You have a great night, everyone.
Lady K.